Welcome to part 2 of the Ken Solve. 2 of 10 for the thrill of the chase, Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt. I'm offering all my research. Hopefully you've seen part 1 and we're enlightened. If not, I will bet you will be further enlightened with the upcoming videos. Again, I'm offering all my research to others for free here, but if I have helped you, please consider donating towards my kids' college fund. The link's there, GoFundMe website. /can-treasure-solve, and let's move on. All these photos, by the way, unless listed otherwise, are credit of Wikipedia. I pulled them off of Wikipedia, so just want to make sure credit's given where credit's due. So let's start with the next revelation in part 2. Begin it where warm waters halt. Where warm waters halt. You've seen this picture perhaps on other websites. This is a famous painting. It freezes water in time. Water is frozen, it's halted. And this painting is now owned by the Department of Interior. This is the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone, painted by Thomas Moran. We will get into that a lot more. And it, this picture was taken actually at Smithsonian American Art Museum, the Remick Gallery, again, where it, I believe is a major clue. If you've watched part 1, you will understand why. So let's take the next clue and take it in the canyon down. Not far, but too far to walk. Well, what's the canyon down? We're talking in D.C. streets, as I mentioned in part 1. The D.C. Metro connects Department of Interior to the Smithsonian American Art Museum. It also connects to the Capitol building, all locations where ownership of that painting was at one or located at one point in time. This is a very critical clue. Thomas Moran's painting, the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone. It's not, I don't believe the treasure to be there. I'll get into that why. I also caution folks that it's a very dangerous area, as I've seen on other blogs. I wouldn't dare go anywhere near the location of where it's at right now. It just seems way too dangerous, but definitely not worth going out. So let's move on to the next clue. Put in below the home of Brown. What is the home of Brown? Everyone wants to know what the home of Brown is. This is not the big clue that everyone thinks it is, but here is the solution I have for the home of Brown. One that's not discussed, one that's not mentioned a lot. It's the Smithsonian Castle. So again, if you've seen part 1, Smithsonian American Art Museum falls under the Smithsonian Institution. And why is it the home of Brown? Well, there was a caretaker. And if you do research and you look up Solomon G. Brown, he was the first African-American employee. He was also a caretaker of the Smithsonian. He was a very big civic leader as well. Very prestigious man, was a poet, definitely worth looking more into, learning more about. Very interesting fellow, but that was his home, Smithsonian Castle. He was looking after it for folks at a very critical time when the Smithsonian was getting underway and expeditions were being put together to pursue paintings such as that of Yellowstone. I'll get to that. So again, I offer all my research to others. I hope this has helped you. Please consider donating towards my kids' college fund. If this has helped you in any way, shape, or form, I think you will realize how enlightening this is in my future videos, and if you have not already. Anyway, happy hunting. We'll see you in part 3.